Hello everyone. Can we start the presentation? Okay. So I would first like to talk about TEDx license, because I was one of the beginning members of TEDxLjubljana team. I got to know a bit about it. So the point is to make short talks, as you just heard. In the beginning of the event, you're supposed to play the introduction video and then show 2 TED Talks if your event is shorter than half a day. If it's longer than half a day, you should show 1/4 of the time the TED Talks. This is the official requirement for the official license. Talks must be recorded and videos must be made available for everybody, so preferably YouTube or whatever. TED has a TEDx channel on YouTube which you can go check. There are some very interesting talks now there. And of course, after the event, you're supposed to give your participants feedback forms. These are given by TED and they're distributed online, and they're pretty cool and you get some feedback. So what happened so far with TEDx? It was launched, I think, March last year. And in 2009, it was made in 25 languages in 30 countries, and there were 230 events worldwide. So I'm fortunate to say TEDxLjubljana was one of them. We also had TEDx in Maribor, and there was one close in Zagreb. But okay,
not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Oh.
It's in 2 weeks.
Oh, good. Okay, next.
Yes, I was also kind of involved in TEDx in Warsaw, where I'm living now for several years. I will also kind of share my view on it. I was not part of the organizers team directly, but my small business was kind of partnering with the organizers, and so I could see the whole organization, how it was, and I think it was very inspiring. It was the first TEDx event in Poland, and Poland is a big country. It was kind of a shame there was nothing like this before. What actually happened, there was a few enthusiastic people put together. There was one English guy, Rok who was very inspirational, and he was kind of the spiritual soul of the whole organizing team. And then some other people helping him. He managed to get some companies organizing the events to sponsor it, so there was a lot of professional support. And as I noticed, I kind of observed it, the first kind of official meeting speaking about TED was in December, and in March was the event. It was kind of a short time, where finally it has 380 participants. Even much more people wanted to come, but it was limited by the size of the room they had. There was no fee, because I know some TEDx events there is asking fee, so as I know it's not regulated. Finally, it was 23 speakers, and most of the event was in English. As I know, many of TEDx are in local language. Here, majority of speakers were in English. So I was one of the facilitators. We had a nice badge over there. One nice idea was, for example, what I should talk about. You can talk to me about. So there was like topics which, when I come to Rok and say, so we are interested in the best. So also think about the best. And that's what I also heard is very good thing on official TED conferences, which costs like $5,000 to come in. So when people come there, it's also about networking. That means, and it's normal behavior. Then, if, for example, if I come to you and say, so you want to speak about IT? No, I don't want to be. So it's normal behavior to just refuse people, because time is very precious, and you should go for something which you are interested in. So I also encourage you, because TEDx already happened in Warsaw and all the videos are online. It has to be kind of approved by TED. So before they went online, now they're online. Some are TEDxWarsaw videos. And as I said, 23 amazing speakers. A lot of inspiration was there. And my top 4 are these 4. Because, for example, this guy, he talked about collaborations. He had wonderful presentation. For us as trainers, it was also an excellent example how to speak, how to use proper slide design, and how to kind of add emotions. He was a really cool guy. Then another guy, he didn't use presentation at all, but he was just speaking, dancing, and persuading people that you should be selfish and educate other people, because there is selfishness. This is a good kind of idea to be selfish and educate other people. Check the video. Then there was a guy speaking about storytelling. It was totally great. Actually, just to give you a hint, But organization, 2 weeks before TED, the organizers made a kind of workshop for the speakers. So all the speakers came together, or how of them managed to come, and they just kind of shared their ideas, what they are going to talk about. So they didn't repeat it themselves, and it was wonderful synergy, because to see that, for example, 2 speakers, when they saw each topic, they say, this is wonderful, actually this is a wonderful topic because it will kind of make interaction to my topic. So then the organizer changed the schedule, and it was really great to see motivation even before the TEDx event. And for example, with Michał Malinowski, he was just telling the story. He's creating a museum, which is about to collect all the stories from all the worlds, all the cultures, and he wants to kind of store them and share them with people. And he just came with silent. He started speaking story, like old fathers around the fireplace, and it was really amazing. And for example, in this workshop, we have been giving feedback. He also asked that he should use slides or not. And we told him like definitely no slides, just should totally diagram. So it was very good feedback. And then on the TEDx event, it was really it was different presentation. And the last one, which I really like to underline, is because all this is about general inspiration, but this guy managed to provide us practical tools, what we can do, how we can kind of involve the government and push them before elections, so they will not just speak empty words, but he really kind of created some practical things. So it's also inspiration about something he gave people to use. So you also can check it out. Basically, that was my experience from TEDxWarsaw was really amazing. It was very inspirational, and I encourage anyone, if you like, if you are thinking about some TEDx event, it's very worth to try. Rok.
So about TEDxLjubljana, this was the first email actually that started the whole thing. At the time I was in India doing some trainings, and like Micha Pelko, who you know, maybe, he sent me this forward mail like, let's do this event, and I said okay, go on. And this was the first event which happened, I think in May, so that was like 2 months after the license came out. We were one of the first events. We had like one professor from the high school, one professor from university talking about, he was actually a math teacher, and one guy who records videos and puts them online. Let's see, this woman writes about healthy diet and so on, and we had 2 recorded videos which I really recommend to watch. It was Clifford Stoll and Sir Ken Robinson. Sir Ken Robinson was actually sent to the mailing list. You might have watched him. Okay, next. This was the second team. After the first event, we sent out an email like, would anybody like to cooperate with us? Would anybody like to make the next event? And we got about 6 people. Yeah, no, 7. So it was 7 people. So Micha and Martina and me were the first team. This was the second team. We were always meeting in this spot. We were doing the next event for about half a year. And this was the second thing with much more speakers. As you see, we also had a different place to do it. It was really nice. We made a step up. And we also managed to get a TED fellow, this woman here. She was actually at one of the Palm Springs conferences, and she did quite a nice talk about dancing and singing. She's an artist herself. Next. And okay, about the finances, the first 2 events were actually done voluntarily, entirely. There was no money involved in terms of sponsorship. We only asked the participants for €2, and for €2 they would also get a badge for free. Oh, no, for 3 euros. But yeah, that's how we collected the money. The budget of the second event, together with some promotional materials, was like €200. So it's really cheap to do it. I recommend it. It's a wild ride. You meet really interesting people. The chance to go to interesting speakers alone and tell them, okay, we would like to come to our event, is worth the whole time you put into it. Right? And this now is a theme of the third event. The mailing list, there is 19 people, because this is, one of them is just the archive. But anyway, we have 19 people, and it's getting crazy. All these are kind of thinking about leaving. The new ones are crazy with enthusiasm, so the thing has a future, and well, we hope that you come see it one day. Thank you.